What's good, y'all? We back. Another day. I was thinking the other day, and I was having a conversation today as well too, like, man, life really works in cycles. You got a cycle where you're on, you got a cycle where you're off. And those cycles where you're off are really what prepare you for when you're on. I had a homegirl of mine post a video on TikTok, and she was talking about the mountain versus the valley and how fruit can't grow on the mountaintop. It has to grow in the valley where it's dark, where it's hard, where you may not get as many nutrients, we'll say. Or you may not nutrients. You may not get as much glory as you would on the mountaintop. And I found that interesting because I believe that's the space that I'm in. I feel like I'm in this space where I'm super close. And the timing just gotta work. And it hasn't yet. Therefore, that lets me know that it's not time yet. And to stay focused. I've been seeing a lot of articles for deadline be released about these projects, and a part of me is like, dang, I wish I would have at least had a chance to read for it. But then on the flip side, I was talking to my mentor today, and he was like, man, you have to let go. And you have to be okay, even though you feel like you're missing out. Like, that FOMO is real. And I feel like that's really where that came from. It's like, I know that the industry really isn't what it used to be. And it won't ever be what it used to be. It has not bounced back. And knowing that, but still hoping that for the little that is out there that I would audition for, it's like, for what? For what? Because the result will probably be the same. And that's just me being completely honest. I feel like I have gone into a hibernation, if you will. Definitely a rebrand. Like, I've been so gone that people kind of have forgotten. But it's like they haven't really forgotten. Because I'll pop out and, get 1 million views or a few 100,000 views on a video. And it's like, man, where you been? So, like, they haven't seen me in a while, but that doesn't mean that they weren't looking for me. And I'm saying all that to say, you just have to know that you like that. And that's where I think I'm heading. I'm heading towards knowing that I'm like that. You can't you can't forget about me. And if you do forget about me, it's for a reason. It's so that when I come back, you see me in my totality. So I don't regret, or I don't feel a type of way about the time that has been spent away in order to get myself together, because I know how I want to show up now. And I guess I'm sharing this to anybody else who may be feeling like that, who may be feeling like they are forgotten about, who is kind of anxious to get to their next level. It all takes time. It all takes time. So I'm saying this to you, and I'm saying this to myself, because that's what my mentor said. Like, it just takes time. You just got to stay joyful in these moments. And you just got to feel how you feel. And so, as of lately, I have been feeling a little like, it's like a little off. But I never want to lose that fight to do the thing that I love. I want to continue to create just cause. You know, I think with social media, for sure, when you post something and it doesn't get the amount of views or the amount of likes that you think that it should, that minimizes the art itself, and it shouldn't. So I think that's something that I'm kind of battling a little bit, because the first video that I posted, especially on Instagram, because I've been more active on there than I've been in years, and you know, the first video that I posted blew up, millions of views, and then every video after that is hundreds of thousands, which is not bad, but the drop off is considerably large because of how much interaction that first post got. But I can't base it off of that. The fact that I always have to put it in terms like this. I saw somebody post this on TikTok. They were like, imagine 50 people gave you a compliment on what you was wearing. That would really impact you, right? So if you got 50 likes on a post, that's 50 people that liked what you had to say or what you were wearing. And this is their unique way of telling you. Now, you increase that number. All right, now you got 1,000. 1,000 people fill an auditorium. You know? So I try not to let the difference in engagement in each post stop me from being grateful for the exposure that it has gotten. Because a couple 100,000 views is a lot of views. That's a lot of people. That's probably a sold out stadium. Probably a little bit more than a sold out stadium. I don't know the numbers of how much stadiums hold. I'm pretty sure stadiums hold less than 100,000. I don't know any stadium that does. But even if it was a stadium that does, that's still a huge accomplishment. And so in that, I am learning still. It's an everyday journey. I'm still learning to be cool with where I am. It's so tough, y'all, though. It's so tough. I tell y'all this, but know that it's a struggle for me, too. To be like, oh, your time is coming. Just wait. Just be patient. I feel like I have been patient, right? But there gets to a point where it's like, all right, but God, win. And I also learned that when you start asking when that shows your worry, your anxiety, your possible distrust of God and what He got going on. So I'll be trying to get myself back in line. But it's tough. It's tough. But I know also that proximity is key. Like, whoever you're connected to and whatever they're doing, you have to know that, and I say this all the time, I feel like, who you're connected to and what they are experiencing and what they are achieving, you have to know that in some form or fashion, you'll have that as well. And that should really bring you joy. And it does bring me joy. I love when my people win, because when my people win, I win. You know? And we winning. We getting back to winning. I'm excited for these next couple months. I got some things that I really want to do. So I'm going to just make sure that I do them. It has gotten a little more challenging over these last couple weeks. You're feeling a little bit more of a squeeze just in life in general. Quite a bit of detachment and maybe a little distance as well too. But we fighting through it. That's what That's what this life is all about, man. You have to fight. You gotta fight for it. You gotta fight for your joy. You gotta fight for the experience that you want. You have to fight for the life that you want. And so, I don't know what round of the fight we in. You know, I done got knocked around a little bit, but you know, I'm in the corner. I'm getting iced up. They're putting a little Vaseline on my face, giving me my water, and I'm ready to get back out there and throw my punches. You feel me? So, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Woo! And sometimes you gotta tell yourself that you're excited even though you're not, in order to get excited, because your mind can't differentiate a lie from the truth. Whatever it says, I mean, whatever you say, your mind is gonna believe it. Your mind is like, okay, cool. So if you say, I'm a billionaire, I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I get to travel the world whenever I want to, I got all my bills on auto pay, it will come to pass. And then vice versa. If you say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm doing this, and I'm kind of low, and blah, 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 that's gonna be the case as well, too. Your words, man, your words got that power. Got that power, got that power. Yeah. But I feel like my saving grace in this all is going to the gym. Going to the gym, seeing my body literally change. Seeing my body literally change. And talking to people at that gym who I've seen for the whole time that I've been there. And I may not have had a conversation with them until very recently. You know, like I just got a compliment the other day, or yesterday. I got a compliment yesterday about my leg workouts from a young lady. And if any of y'all know anything, them women, they be on them leg workouts. So the fact that a woman is complimenting me on my leg workouts, I'm doing something right. As the ladies say, yeah. You know, so I have to, I gotta hype myself up in that way. And know that progress is happening. Even though I may not be able to see it right now, other people see it. And other people say it. Like I always notice when I go to the gym and people talk to me. Like they'll be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, me? Hey, how you doing? Like sometimes it'll catch me off guard because I just be in my zone. I be so focused. But for them to kind of break that rhythm that I feel that I'm in when I go to the gym is super cool. So I want y'all to know that everybody got doubts. Everybody got doubts about what they got going on in their life. Their faith wavers at times. But it's all about what you decide to do in those moments and after those moments are over. So you got a moment where your faith is wavering. Alright, cool. You done felt that. You done went through that. Now what? Are you gonna choose to continue to let that faith waver? Or are you gonna be like, nah, I'm about to stand 10 toes in this joint. Ain't no more switching up. This is what it is. Because it's already written. We just walking it out. We literally just walking it out. So this is a pep talk. To you, to me. You got this. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep showing up. No matter what percentage that you show up, keep showing up. Because it's going to compound. And them days that were super low, they get a little less low. And then they get high. And then they go back. So you just got to continue to show up every day. And that's what I'm doing. Because there are times where I don't want to post. There are times where I don't want to get in front of this camera and talk. Because I don't feel like I got nothing to say. But every time I do get in front of the camera, I do have something to say. It flows. It flows. And that should indicate that you're not always going to feel like doing something. But if you do the hard thing and you get it done, that reward that's waiting on the other side is going to be so sweet, so beautiful. So just keep going. Just keep trying, keep showing up, keep doing. That's all I got. You know what it is. Peace and love.